Brent Carter was an American poker player who became known for his dedication to the game and his years of experience at the poker table. Throughout his career, Carter competed in poker events and built a reputation among fellow players and fans of the game. Poker was more than simply a competition for him. It was a major part of his life, allowing him to meet people, compete at a high level, and share his passion for the game. Away from the poker table, he was remembered by those who knew him for his personality, determination, and love of competition. Brent Carter died in 2026 at the age of 77, following complications from multiple strokes and heart attacks. His passing marked the loss of a dedicated poker player whose life was closely connected to the game he loved. He leaves behind a legacy within the poker community and memories among the players, friends, and fans who knew him. Ileana Cotrubas was a celebrated Romanian operatic soprano whose extraordinary voice earned her international recognition. Born in Galați, Romania in 1939, she began singing at a very young age and later studied music in Bucharest. She made her professional opera debut in 1964 before building an international career. Cotrubas performed at some of the world's most prestigious opera houses, including the Royal Opera House in London, La Scala in Milan, the Vienna State Opera, and the Metropolitan Opera in New York. She became particularly admired for roles in operas by Mozart, Verdi, and Puccini. One memorable moment came in 1975 when she stepped in at short notice to perform Mimi in Puccini's La Bohème at La Scala. After retiring from the stage, she devoted herself to teaching and mentoring young singers. Ileana Cotrubas died on August 20th, 2026, at the age of 87. She leaves behind a lasting legacy as one of Romania's most distinguished opera singers, remembered for her beautiful voice and deeply emotional performances. Terry Dyson was a respected English footballer who enjoyed a long and memorable career in professional football. Born in 1935, Dyson became best known for his time with Tottenham Hotspur, where he played as a forward and became an important part of the club's successful team during the early 1960s. He was a talented and energetic player, known for his attacking ability, movement, and determination on the pitch. Dyson was part of the Tottenham Hotspur side that achieved remarkable success, winning major domestic trophies and making history in European competition. He also played for other clubs during his career, including Colchester United and Guildford City, gaining valuable experience across different levels of English football. After retiring from professional football, Dyson remained connected to the sport and was remembered fondly by supporters for his contribution to Tottenham Hotspur and English football. Terry Dyson died in 2026 at the age of 91. He leaves behind a lasting legacy as a footballer who played an important role during one of the most successful periods in Tottenham Hotspur's history. He will be remembered by football fans for his skill, dedication, and contribution to the beautiful game. Wilem Frischmann was a distinguished British structural engineer whose work helped shape the modern London skyline. Born in 1931, he came to Britain as a teenager and later studied engineering before building a highly successful career in structural design. Frischmann became known for his work on major London landmarks, including Centre Point, Tower 42, and Draper's Gardens. His innovative engineering helped make some of these ambitious high-rise buildings possible. He also contributed to the wider engineering profession and became a respected figure among British structural engineers. Wilem Frischmann died in August 2026 at the age of 95. He leaves behind a remarkable work continuing to form part of London's iconic skyline and influencing generations of engineers. Nancy Kissinger was an American philanthropist and political aide who became a prominent figure in American political and diplomatic circles. Born Nancy Sharon Majins in New York City in 1934, she studied history at Mount Holyoke College and later continued her education at Harvard and the Sorbonne. Before her marriage, she worked as an aide and foreign policy researcher for New York Governor Nelson Rockefeller, eventually becoming Director of International Studies for Rockefeller's Commission on Critical Choices for Americans. In 1974, she married Henry Kissinger, who was then serving as U.S. Secretary of State. Although Nancy Kissinger was never officially a diplomat, she frequently accompanied her husband on international missions and became a familiar figure at major diplomatic events around the world. She was also active in philanthropy and remained involved in cultural and public affairs for decades. Nancy Kissinger died in August 2026 at the age of 92. She is remembered for her work in foreign policy, philanthropy, and public life, as well as for her decades-long partnership with Henry Kissinger. Sajjan Kumar was an Indian and former member of parliament whose political career became deeply controversial because of his conviction in cases connected to the 1984 anti-Sikh violence in Delhi. He was elected to the Lok Sabha from Outer Delhi 3 times, serving from 1980 to 1984, 1991 to 1996, and 2004 to 2009. For many years, he was a prominent figure within the Indian National Congress. His political career was eventually overshadowed by allegations concerning the violence that followed the assassination of Prime Minister Indira Gandhi in 1984. After decades of investigations and legal proceedings, Kumar was convicted in 2018 and sentenced to life imprisonment in a case involving murder and other offenses related to the violence. Kumar remained in Tihar jail while serving his sentence. In 2025, he received another life sentence in a separate case connected to the 1984 violence. On August 20th, 2026, Sajjan Kumar was taken from Tihar jail to Safdarjung Hospital, where he was declared dead at the age of 80. Reports said he had been suffering from multiple health problems. His death brought an end to the life of a once powerful politician whose legacy remained closely tied to one of the darkest and most painful episodes in modern Indian history. Nanda Malini was a legendary Sri Lankan singer and one of the most celebrated voices in the country's music history. Born in 1943, she began singing at a young age and built a career spanning several decades. Her powerful voice and unique style made her a household name in Sri Lanka. Her songs explored love, society, everyday life, and the experiences of ordinary people. Throughout her career, she received numerous honors for her contribution to Sri Lankan music. Nanda Malini died in August 2026 at the age of 82. She leaves behind a remarkable musical legacy, with her songs continuing to inspire generations of Sri Lankans. Fikile Mokgohloa was a respected South African jurist who served as a judge of the Supreme Court of Appeal from 2019. Born in Pretoria in 1961, she studied law at the University of the Northwest before beginning her legal career as an attorney. She later became a High Court judge, serving in both the KwaZulu-Natal and Limpopo divisions. In 2016, she was appointed Deputy Judge President of the Limpopo High Court. In 2019, Mokgohloa was elevated to the Supreme Court of Appeal, where she continued to contribute to South Africa's judiciary through her legal expertise and years of experience. Fikile Mokgohloa died in August 2026 at the age of 65. She is remembered for her long career in South African law and her service on some of the country's highest courts.